Hey there, it's Kate back, and it's Wednesday today. And I want to talk about another technique on how self aware are you and why is it important to be self aware? Well, I guess if you're very content with your life and nothing seems to be going wrong, then wow, that's great. That's absolutely awesome. But most of us aren't like that. Most of us have bump into different issues, and especially with the holidays coming up, there's a lot of different issues that are going on. Perhaps this is a time of the year that you feel financially stretched. This is a time of the year where you go, oh, wow, I just have to bump into that so and so person in the family again because you just don't get along with them particularly, but it's that season and that time of the year. And you're going, well, that's just how it is. And I'll have to suck it up, grin and bear it. Well, the truth about that is you don't have to suck it up, grin and bear it. There is a different way when you start to become very self aware of your thoughts, your habits, your reactions. And one of the ways that you can do this is by having what's called self reflection. If you don't know me, I'm Kate. I'm a life coach, multi certified in many areas. I'm also an author, I'm a singer songwriter, and a speaker, a Christian speaker. And I love to talk about these subjects where our reactions sometimes are causing us not to necessarily be living in as much joy and peace and happiness and tranquility as we should be. So, today on that journey, I want to address self reflection. Okay, what is self reflection? Well, self reflection can sometimes come when we sit down to pray or to meditate or to take a self time out. Yes, I said a self time out, not time out for the kids or time out for the hubby or anything. It's important that we actually have time to ourselves. Now, that doesn't mean go and neglect cooking dinner or doing your business or writing a book or anything. It's carving out a little niche in your day, a little time in your day where you're going to self reflect. Sometimes that could be at the end of the day while you're planning your day tomorrow. And you can go, what happened today? How did I react? Why did I react that way? What pushed my buttons? What do I feel good about today? What do I feel, a bit icky about how that went down today? I don't know about you, but, I've got a couple of kids that can sometimes push my buttons. And, I really don't like myself when the old habit of just, jumping in with the knee jerk reaction and assuming the worst and getting myself all upset over nothing. I hate it when I do that. It is way better if I can just stop for a minute. And that means stop the knee jerk reaction, take a moment, reflect on how do you want this to end here? And sometimes by having this moment of self reflection every day and taking these moments out to say, okay, what am I achieving? If I'm not achieving as much as I want, why am I not doing that? What am I doing in my day? What can I do better with my emotions, my reactions, my thoughts, my feelings to actually create a better day, not only for myself, but those who are around me? How can I do that? When my kids were little, we went through, I can remember this vividly because I was actually talking with somebody about this just recently. And when my kids were little, we lost our very first business, and that caused me to, yes, much to everybody's fun and delight, I announced I was going to become an Avon lady. Well, nobody was laughing a few months later when I became a stand-in manager, bestseller in the state, and then had my own district on a salary with a car, an expense account. But they were long, hard hours. And sometimes I used to say they're taking my pint of blood and pound of flesh every day, because I used to work long, hard hours. And then I'd come home to a 7 and an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old and a husband who'd worked really hard all day. And, we had to have dinner. My inclination was to come home and sit down, veg out, put my feet up. But the truth was, my 2 and 3-year-old would have been going, I'm hungry, Mummy, you're home, where's my dinner? And I had to understand in my own world, and no, I'm not saying here that husbands don't cook dinner. I choose to cook dinner because mine really only has one meal that he cooks, and it's let me think of all the good things he puts in there: tuna and rice and peas. And that's not my idea of dinner. So I'm a much better cook than that. So, and my kids don't really like rice and tuna and peas all mixed together either. Oh, and sometimes he'll throw in some ground beef with that as well. It's really delicious. There's no seasoning, by the way. None. So you can see why, I'd come home. And in those days, yes, we ate a lot of pasta. Pasta was quick. Pasta was easy. Pasta was inexpensive, and the kids loved it. And, tossed some garlic bread in there. It was a quick, easy meal, fulfilling meal that could go on the table really fast. But I knew that if I did not do that straight away, then I would have kids that would be feeling out of sorts, and they would end up being hangry and wondering when they were getting their dinner and what was happening, because their routine was upset. So when we look and have a self-reflection on why our day doesn't go so well, sometimes it's because we have dropped the ball in some areas. Now, don't start sending me hate mail on saying, women shouldn't have to do all the things. I agree. And in my household, I don't do all the things. I am very, very lucky to have an amazing hubby who is right beside me when it comes to cleaning and stuff like that. He's just not a very good cook, okay? So I understand that the cooking, if I want to eat something good, I cook it. If I don't feel like cooking, we go out. So you understand the areas of expertise that you have, and you look and self-reflect and go, well, this didn't go well because I dropped the ball here. I dropped the ball for myself, and maybe I dropped the ball for my kids, and that's why that incident happened there. Self-reflection is so important. Having that moment to yourself every day, whether it's first thing in the morning, whichever is best for you, first thing in the morning or at nighttime, reflecting on your day, reflecting on the moods that you had, the feelings, where'd they come from, the thoughts, what thoughts were filling your mind today, what was happening there. I strongly encourage you to start a time of the day. Maybe it's when you journal. Maybe it's when you take that moment to pray or do that in your day, meditate in your day, but self-reflect on your day. And self-reflect, if it's in the morning, self-reflect on what you want to happen today and put that plan in motion, understanding that your mind is going to have to be full of thoughts that are serving you so that you can make those things go smoothly as you desire them to be. That's it for today, and I shall see you in here tomorrow. So look out for the next tip on how to become more self-aware.